2020 was a rough year for businesses across the country, but the Pittsburgh Area Chamber of Commerce says, all things considered, things weren't that bad in Pittsburgh. And they've got the numbers to back that claim up. Details are coming up.
COVID-19 vaccines are rolling out in the 4 states, but with some challenges.
We still have a supply problem.
We'll tell how long it could take for some 4-staters to receive their vaccines.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
According to the latest quarterly economic report produced by the Pittsburgh Area Chamber of Commerce and Pitt State, Pittsburgh businesses are weathering the economic storm brought on by the pandemic. This is KOAM News at 10. KOAM's Mike Mahoney spoke to the chamber president and a Pittsburgh business owner to learn more.
The year 2020 was a rough one for the American economy, but according to the latest quarterly economic report produced by PSU and the Pittsburgh Area Chamber of Commerce, the city of Pittsburgh handled the tough times like a champ.
Our labor force numbers increased. Sales tax collections for 2020 were actually up over 2019. We had several expansion projects.
But that doesn't mean things were perfect in Pittsburgh. The report says the city experienced 34 bankruptcies in the 12-month period ending last September. And the city also lost a local favorite pizzeria as Gusano's permanently closed its doors. But there was no shortage of businesses who came out on top in 2020. And one of them was Riggs Chiropractic, who, despite the pandemic, still moved into a newly renovated Pittsburgh location.
We were very fortunate that people really saw chiropractic as essential and a necessity, and we were able to grow through all of that. We didn't have to cut any of our staff. We never cut 1 hour due to the pandemic.
In fact, Riggs was able to hire last year, bringing in 2 new doctors, and they're hoping to bring in another one in the coming months. As for the city as a whole, the president of the Pittsburgh Area Chamber of Commerce credits the Paycheck Protection Program for helping city businesses survive. But he says that's not the only reason for the positive economic report.
I've got to give a lot of credit to our local residents for supporting local businesses. Pittsburgh is always great about that, but our residents really seem to understand the added importance of supporting local businesses during such a challenging year.
In Pittsburgh, Mike Mahoney, KOAM News.
To see the latest Pittsburgh Area Economic Report, click the link to it in this article on KOAMnewsnow.com. Doug Heddy joins us. Doug, I know it couldn't last forever, but boy, it was nice to have such warm temps today.
Yeah, it actually turned out to be a pretty good day for us today as we went into lower 60s for highs. Started right around the freezing mark at 33 degrees, but plenty of sunshine, a little bit on the windy side, but a pretty good day. You can see those clouds really increasing across the region. This is going to continue as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight, and then eventually we'll start to get a few showers in here late tonight as our developing storm system, which you can see across the northern parts of the plains, is starting to get a little bit organized with rain and snow up across the northern plains. For us, we're going to stay fairly mild for the overnight hours. Most of us are hovering right around 50, and I think we're actually going to stay steady all night long due to the southerly winds kind of keeping those temperatures up. So we'll hang out right around 50 as we go into the morning hours, but we are going to see some showers picking up. We're going to talk about that and look down the road here in just a bit.
All right, we'll catch you then. Thanks, Doug. The Joplin Health Department reports 7 more deaths attributed to COVID-19. The patients were 4 women ages 74, 85, 86, and 91, and 3 men ages 75, 78, and 89. 2 were long-term care residents, including the 91-year-old woman and 89-year-old man. This brings Joplin's total COVID-19 attributed death count to 122. The Newton County Health Department reports 3 more deaths, 2 women, 1 in her 60s and 1 in her 70s, and a man in his 80s. Brings the Newton County total deaths to 76. To find updated COVID statistics for other communities in the area, go to KOAMnewsnow.com. Some area health officials say supply shortages are slowing the overall progress of area vaccinations. The administrator of the Newton County Health Department says the vaccination process has been moving smoothly for the most part, but the lack of available vaccine supply is slowing their ability to get those currently eligible vaccinated. However, the federal government announced today they plan to give vaccines to pharmacies to help with distribution.
Yes, that is a hope that more providers will be coming online and that the vaccine will be distributed more broadly so that we have more opportunity within each county and each city within the county for those folks to get vaccinated without having to drive a great distance.
For the latest vaccine resources, just head to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com, and click on the vaccine banner at the top of the page. A variant of the coronavirus first discovered in the UK is now in Kansas. The Kansas Department of Health and Environment says the variant was found in a resident of Ellis County, Kansas. They're investigating to find out how that resident became infected with the variant. The UK variant was first reported in the U.S. at the end of December. It's since been found in 33 states. 2 days after meeting with Republicans at the White House, President Biden hosted leaders of his own party to discuss a COVID relief bill. The president says he thinks he can get GOP support for the package, but congressional Democrats continue to put plans into place to go it alone. Natalie Brand is at the White House with the latest.
During a White House meeting with Senate Democratic leaders, President Biden expressed optimism at getting a bipartisan COVID relief package.
I think we'll get some Republicans.
We are united as one for a big, bold package.
But Senate Democrats have made it clear they're willing to move ahead without support from Republicans, even as talks continue with both sides.
He will negotiate in good faith.
Two of the president's closest congressional allies from his home state of Delaware say negotiations continue over sticking points, including direct payments and state and local aid.
If it goes forward without any changes from what was originally proposed, I would predict that not a single Republican will support the $1.9 trillion plan.
The president also called into the weekly House Democratic Caucus meeting to discuss his $1.9 trillion COVID relief proposal as Congress sets the stage for next steps.
The concurrent resolution is adopted.
The House passed a budget resolution Wednesday that would allow a COVID relief bill to pass the Senate with just a simple majority. The debate comes as President Biden's COVID-19 task force ramps up vaccination efforts across the country.
We are at war with this virus. It is critical that Congress does its part as well.
The task force coordinator says they've increased vaccine supply to states, tribes, and territories by more than 20%.
A FEMA spokesperson tells CBS News the agency has deployed personnel to a dozen states and one territory to assist with COVID-19 vaccination efforts. Still ahead, we're going to meet some Chiefs fans who will watch the defending champs in sunny Tampa Bay, while the rest of us avoid frostbite on our couches. And a woman making downtown Pittsburgh even more beautiful talks about her latest project. Ensuring that all things are fair during Sunday's game are the NFL's crew of officials, including Sarah Thomas, the first female referee to officiate a Super Bowl matchup. The lineup of Zebras will be led by Carl Sheffers, who's in his 21st year as an NFL referee. One of his longtime co-workers, Larry Nemmers, lives in Springfield, Missouri, and appeared on the KOAM Morning News today to share his perspective on the championship game. Nemmers officiated in 3 Super Bowls himself, numbers 25, 35, and 46, and tells us the world stage has evolved a lot over the years. As the camera quality increases, so does the scrutiny. But Nemmers says it remains the opportunity of a lifetime for those wearing black and white.
The Super Bowl always has the 2 best teams in the league. They're the 2 best teams because they probably make the least mistakes of any of the teams. So that's why your championship games and your Super Bowl usually have less fouls than a regular game on Sunday midway through the season. The game has changed so much. It's under a microscope now with all the cameras and the different angles and the slow motion and the stop action. So, the officials are under a microscope.
Nemmers is one of 9 children, had a long career as a high school educator, and has 3 sons, all of whom undoubtedly benefited from his 20-plus years as an NFL referee. You can catch Jesse Irwin's full interview with Nemmers on our morning show page at KOAMnewsnow.com. Most of us are going to view the Super Bowl at home on our couch, but some lucky Chiefs fans were able to make the trip to Tampa and watch the defending champs in person. Reporter Nathan Vickers caught up with some and has their story.
A windy day by the coast.
Ooh, baby!
Means Angelica Rondos has to take care not to let her banner blow away.
Gotta be strong, like that Chiefs defense!
Angelica moved to Tampa from Raytown. She runs a sign printing company, and she's proud to display her support for the Chiefs to the waterside street that runs by her house.
People can see it all out there on the water. People driving by, come by, they honk.
She also has an impressive collection of artwork, memorabilia, autographs, and jerseys.
This is my first lucky shirt of the week.
That's not her only one.
Oh, I'm a character, yeah, but I have character as well.
Rondos knows she's nuts about the Chiefs, and she's proud to show it to the world.
I bleed red. Win, lose, die, draw, doesn't matter, man. I bleed red. There's only Chiefs. That's it.
Well said. Again, that was Nathan Vickers reporting. In downtown Pittsburgh is getting a fresh coat of paint. Several coats, in fact. Local artist Jenna Spencer is planning 4 new murals. You've probably seen her work before. She's the creator of the Greetings from Pittsburgh mural on the side of the Pittsburgh Area Chamber of Commerce. Spencer is trying to nail down a couple of the locations, but we know the other 2 murals will be at Copy Products and Strawberry Moon on Broadway.
I'm definitely growing as I go along. So, and it's a learning process. Every one I do, I learn a little bit more. I've done some different styles, so I'm definitely, honing my craft as I go.
The Downtown Advisory Board approved a grant to cover the cost of the murals, and they hope to establish a permanent grant program in the future. Doug Heddy's up next with his complete forecast. And later, the 4 states will be well represented at the college level after this National Signing Day. We're going to tell you who is going where in sports.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a pretty good day for us today. Temperatures fantastic as we went into the lower 60s for highs, up to about 63 during the afternoon, which is a large chunk above where we should be for this time of the year. Great time lapse, Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Of course, Indigo is just outside of Seneca, Missouri, and you can see plenty of sunshine throughout the day. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Look at our highs. Most of us went into the low 60s during the afternoon, and we just haven't dropped off too much. This is due to our south winds keeping those temperatures up, but I really think we're going to hold fairly steady as we go through the next 12 hours or so ahead of our next storm system. But look at the winds. It's very windy. We have sustained winds at about 15 to 25 outside for us now, and that's going to continue for us tonight. Clouds thickening up, nothing underneath the clouds, but we are watching this next storm system. It's fairly weak, but it is pushing in. You can see it pulling out of the Rockies right now into the northern parts of the plains. And with it, we're getting some snow up across the Dakotas and then switching over to a little bit of rain once you get a little farther south into parts of Nebraska. But here's our front. It's going to slide south and east. So we're going to make it here by morning, and of course it's going to change our weather up just a little bit as we go through really about the next 24 hours. For us tonight, the clouds sticking around. Could get a random shower or 2 late, but better chances for showers are going to actually start to roll in 6, 7, 8 o'clock. And this is mainly going to be on the Missouri side, but this is also going to be as the cold front continues to shift through. So you can see we start in the 50s, but then we drop into the 40s, if not near 39, 38 by the noon hour. And then once all this moisture slides out of here, we could see a random flake or 2 mixing in late morning. And then I do think we'll get some sunshine late in the day, but temperatures are going to be dropping through the day. 50 to start, 39 by noon. With a little bit of sunshine, we may rebound back to about 43 during the afternoon. Tomorrow night, cold, drop back into the upper 20s. And then as we head into Friday, not a bad day. Partly sunny skies. Will be into the upper 40s. Then it gets interesting. Next system drops in Saturday. This is going to be with an Arctic front. So Arctic air slides in. Could see a little bit of snow with this. So we're going to have to watch this system. It slides east. The Arctic front just kind of hangs on us on Sunday, briefly lifts north on Monday, and then right back down. Gives us more rain, a little bit of snow, and then another chance for snow by Tuesday. And look how the cold air just sits on us all week long. So next week's going to be an interesting week. 53 and dropping for us tomorrow. 48 on Friday, 45 on Saturday. Super Bowl Sunday for us, it's going to be about 38 degrees, but of course in Tampa, a little bit warmer. Most of the game sitting into the upper 60s. They may see a random shower down there, but I think game conditions look pretty good. Then, of course, back here at home, rain and snow chances on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, quite a contrast between here and there, but we're all going to be watching on TV anyway, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be nice in my house at least.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. Coming up in sports, Patrick Mahomes talks about his toe injury ahead of Super Bowl 55. Plus, 6 seniors signed to play college football at Joplin High School. Jacob Leonard has local signing day coverage next.
Today is National Signing Day, a big day for a lot of high school student athletes across the country. St. Mary's Colgan this afternoon, 3 seniors signed to play football in college, including 2 who will stay teammates. Sports reporter Danny Terzer has more.
St. Mary's Colgan seniors Yanko Kalan and Cannon Keller put pen to paper to officially commit to Pittsburg State University.
Coming over and watching games when I was little, going through the gorilla walk, high-fiving all the players. Now I get to be that guy. It's just absolutely insane. I can't fathom getting to walk out to Welcome to the Jungle now. It's going to be so much fun.
Kalan, too, has grown up a loyal Pitt State fan.
It's always just been home for me.
I think it's critical to get the good local talent here. Those kids have been dreaming about Pittsburg State for a long time. They've come to games, and they want to become really good football players and good representation of this program and this area, and they're going to give you everything they have.
Kalan and Keller have been playing football together since 8th grade. Soon, they'll take on the field here at Carney Smith Stadium as gorillas and teammates once again.
Playing with Yanko is going to be awesome. I can still go to him with anything. I mean, he's going to be a great guy to have by my side.
He's one of my best friends, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Both are excited for this opportunity to continue to get better each day. According to Coach Wright, that's exactly the type of players Pitt State is looking for. In Pittsburgh, Danny Terzer, KOAM Sports.
At Lamar High School, they have 5 seniors signed today, including Rylan Woldridge. Woldridge is crossing the border to play at Pitt State next season. He's a big catch for PSU, literally and figuratively. Woldridge was the Class 2 Defensive Player of the Year for Lamar last fall.
My goals are to have a good starting position on the line over there at Pitt State and be able to lead the team to a successful season.
Woldridge helped the Tigers win the Class 2 state title last year and is a 3-time all-conference selection. Today is a huge signing day for Webb City High School. The Cardinals have 8 seniors signing this afternoon to continue their careers at the college level. All-state pitcher Hayden Berry signs today to play softball at Central Missouri. She's one of 3 softball players to sign today at Webb City. Gary Clinton, Jaston Smith, and Grant Golcher will play football at the next level. Smith to Southern, Golcher to Pitt State, and Clinton to Division I to play tight end for Bobby Petrino and Missouri State.
I'm very excited. I know he has Tyler Higbee, DJ Williams. He had a Mackey winner. He has a couple 1,000-yard receivers, so it's going to be a good opportunity to play.
The atmosphere, that gorilla walk just gives you chills every time, and that's something I'm really looking forward to. Overall, just the program as a whole, it's incredibly respected, to be able to join the winningest D2 team in the country, ever. It's an honor.
At Joplin High School, another big signing class here. 6 Eagles signed today to play football at the next level. That includes 3, Nathan Glades, Scott Lowe, and Trayshawn Thomas signing to play at Missouri Southern. Now, there will be a new head coach at MSSU, but whoever it is, these guys are excited to lay the foundation for future success at Southern.
It means a lot. I got coaches that I like there, and I believe that if we get a new head coach, I believe Joe Batasco can do the job as well. I think that no matter what, we'll be fine.
I know a bunch of guys out there. Honestly, I'm just looking for a place to play football, and I'm thankful that Missouri Southern has given me an opportunity to play football.
The Kansas City Chiefs and Tampa Bay Buccaneers are just 4 days away from meeting in Super Bowl 55. The Chiefs aim for back-to-back titles, while the Bucs try for their first championship since 2002. The Chiefs QB Patrick Mahomes still dealing with a bit of a toe injury. It's an injury picked up early on in the AFC divisional game against the Browns. But he says it's almost all better. He expects it to be 100% by the time Sunday rolls around.
It feels a lot better. Having these 2 weeks to let it rest and heal up, especially being almost 3 weeks away from over 3 weeks away from the injury itself. And if you look at those type of injuries, that kind of gives you the normal timeline. So definitely every single day that I get to rest it makes it even better. But it's pretty close to 100%. I'm sure by game day it will be.
That's a look at sports. We're back with more news after this.
Take time now to honor a local veteran, Francis Boucher. The Mulberry, Kansas native served in the U.S. Army, and we are proud to salute Francis Boucher, tonight's four-state hero. Seems the animal kingdom is kind of split on its feelings for Chiefs Kingdom. Yesterday we told you about Nicholas the dolphin from Clearwater, Florida. The prognosticating porpoise picked the Chiefs, of course, as the winner of Super Bowl 55. Well, now a tiger is getting in on the fun. This 10-week-old tiger cub is Dash, lives at the Wildcat Sanctuary in Minnesota. Dash made his Super Bowl prediction this week, choosing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to take home the win. He then proceeded to tear apart the Kansas City Chiefs box. Don't put too much stock in this, though, obviously. Goes without saying, Dolphins are smarters. But you know, they can't win them all. Doug Hetty, what say you about the weather?
All right, it looks like it's going to be pretty good for us tonight. It's going to be windy. The clouds are going to continue to increase. We're going to get a few random showers in here in the morning. Our temperatures are going to drop through the day, so a little bit cooler by the time we head into tomorrow afternoon, also Friday. Maybe getting some light snow by the time we head into late Saturday. And, of course, Sunday, a very big day. Chiefs win.
Yes, indeed. Thanks, Doug. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.
If you see news happening